Hello again, Your Honor. You thought we were done. We're not done. I know court cases are tedious and full of details and require thousands of pages of documents, etc. I know what a long, tedious process it can be. It can take years. I know all this, Your Honor. That's why there's 39, 40 parts to what I'm saying. They think I'm not down for the long haul? I'm showing you I'm down for the long haul right now. Anyway, good to see you, Your Honor. I think it's let's have court part 40 or 39 or something like that. Don't worry, I'll get it right in the upload. Anyway, something occurred to me and I need to say it because it will be used against me in the future, I'm sure. Stupid things like this that are so trivial and meaningless. There are times on second and third channels after I've been shut down everywhere and multiple times on this website where I've said things like, I'm glad I got shut down or something like that. I'm glad those videos are gone. Why did I say that? I couldn't tell you all this at the time. It wasn't the appropriate time yet. Now is the appropriate time. I was glad those videos were down. You know why I was glad? Because that wasn't me. I was doing things to get a reaction. Not lying about people, but being bombastic on camera to get a reaction. That's not really me. And I think you understand this by now, but that's why I'm glad the stuff is down. The couple times, the two real events that I discuss, where thugs were sent, where FBI was sent, where I talked about those issues, I was really mad about those, especially the thug one. That was a threat to my life and my girlfriend's life, okay? I was livid, furious. That's a different video, and that's a different thing altogether. And even in that video, I didn't threaten anyone. I basically just let the whole world know that if that gets tried again, it might not go that well. That's all. And I said it with a lot of curse words. But when you get threatened and your girl or your husband, whatever your gender is, gets threatened, I'm talking about seriously threatened, thugs show up. They want you to talk to them at the back of a store. Not at the front, at the back. And they're leaving you a trail of breadcrumb vocalizations to get you to follow it like a stupid mouse following the Pied Piper or something. No, I'm not stupid. That's why I didn't fall for that little trick. And I saw it coming once it started unfolding. I knew what it was, is what I mean. Those videos are different. That's me reacting to something that really happened, that was a threat to my life. And a lot of people made promises before those real threats came into my life. Physical danger. Oh, I got your back, man. If it gets too hot, you know what I mean? You could come we'll hide you here. You know what I mean? Make sure you're taken care of. People made a lot of promises like that. When I went to collect on them, when actual thugs were sent, and I realized how serious this is and how dangerous these people are, there was no one to be found. So, yeah, a lot of people make claims like, I got your back when the shit gets hot. Not many people come through on shit like that, because that's when you're risking your ass, you're putting something in the game, like I did this entire time. My face, my name, my rep, my actual physical body was even threatened. With law enforcement action and thuggery action. They were all four of them thugs, though. They might as well just exchanged places. It doesn't matter that two of them were law enforcement. They were nothing more than thugs for millionaires at that point, for a pseudo mob family is what it seems. That's what mob families do, right? They send thugs after people. That's what they did to me. I'll swear on the Bible, Your Honor. Anyway, talking about this incident again is not the point of this video. I made statements like that. I'm glad that stuff was taken down. I couldn't tell you then. I'm telling you now because it's the appropriate time. Because I've drawn my conclusion. I've never been more certain, like I said. Just the ridiculousness of the effort to shut me down, intimidate me physically, or maybe even harm me physically. Imprison me, associate law enforcement with my name. Just the effort that's been put out tells me all I need to know at this point, and it's what I always remembered when I doubted myself over the years. And I used to say on camera every now and then, I do question myself. I check in with myself and say, hey Nick, are you saying the wrong things? Are you going down the wrong path? Do you have reason to believe what you're saying? I think about all the things that came at me, all the arrows, knives in the back from just all kind of parties, the abject evil that came at me. Actual human beings, 2 thugs, 2 FBI agents, came at me. When I think of all that, it tells me you must be on to something here. This much effort would not be required otherwise. So here's the thing about when I make statements, Your Honor, like, oh, I'm glad those channels were taken down or that stuff was taken down. Here's the thing. That choice should have been left up to me. I wasn't glad it was forcefully removed by lies and defamation and constant shutdowns. I didn't ask for any of that. I didn't say I was glad about any of that, like the unjust nature of it all. I could have made the decision to take the stuff down eventually, once I was able to reveal all the full details behind everything and how it got to where it got, which is now. It's the appropriate time again. I should have been able to make that decision to take those old videos down, and I most likely would have, because that's not me. And I was doing something I felt was necessary to find out the truth for myself and the people that contributed to this and care about it. People didn't give all the time, money, effort they gave because they didn't care about this. That's not how human beings act. They cared about this deeply, and so did I. I wanted the truth. And the moment I found out the truth was when 2 men tried to lure me to the back of a store in a $150,000 Mercedes sports coupe. I said, yeah, I guess there's something here, right? You don't send 2 mobsters after somebody unless there's something to hide. Just don't do it. You don't take those kind of risks unless. That's why I think what I think. That was a strong indicator. But I didn't see all the angles then because I was so furious about it. And I didn't see all the angles of the whole thing that happened over the course of 4 or 5 years. I see it all now. Analyzed it from a distance now. Without being in the middle of it, in the midst of all the chaos and ridiculousness and ridiculous effort against me to stop it all. They're still trying to stop it right now as I speak to you. Look where we're at. 40 views a vid, 100 views a vid, whatever. They've succeeded. They've shut it down. That's why I'm saying this. That's why I'm doing these videos. That's why litigation will happen. That's it. If they just would have let me continue on here, not shutdowns because some musician's friend of mine's fiance chopped off the bottom of a message I sent where it said I was just joking, we had a great time. That realization just came to me. She took the joke I sent to my friend, cut off the bottom part where it says, I'm just joking, we had a great time, because I was joking with my friend. It was meant to be a joke between 2 dudes. No woman's eyes should have ever seen it, first of all, especially his wife. It was a joke. It wasn't a serious thing. So I assume the bottom part where I said, hey, this is a joke, man. We had a great time. I'm just messing with you. I thought she was just a cool dude. It just occurred to me. They just chopped that end part out, sent it in, said, look what he said to us. I guarantee that's what I'm going to find if any website has the balls to turn it over. And it's that simple. I give people too much credit for creativity. That's simple. That's probably what happened. Anyway, back to the main point of this video. I should have been able to make the decision. Just because I'm glad that stuff's gone doesn't mean they didn't damage my business intentionally. Doesn't mean they didn't take my stuff down unjustly based on lies. Doesn't mean they didn't defame me. I didn't say I was glad they called me a scammer. YouTube and all the third parties that did as well, that contributed to that. I never said that. Just because I'm glad stuff's gone, because it wasn't me. I couldn't tell you that at the time because it wasn't appropriate yet. I wasn't at conclusion time. I'm at conclusion time now. It's obvious what happened now to me. I'll never doubt it again. And that's their fault. If they didn't do this and they sent FBI and thugs anyway, man, that's some real lengths to go. If they didn't do this and they're on the phone to an insurance attorney minutes after the guy takes his last breath, I'd hate to see it when they did do this. What am I supposed to think, Your Honor? I'm not making any of this up. It all happened for real. TV movies have been made about people for less than happened to me. It's all true. No exaggeration, no lies. The full story now of how it began, why we're here, how I approached it, everything. So here's the thing, just because I make a comment like, oh, I'm glad that stuff's down now, and now you know the real reason, that doesn't mean people aren't negligent or responsible for ruining a career opportunity for me. Intentionally, maliciously, based on lies, on evidence I can't even see unless I get a court to order them to give it to me, which they could have destroyed it, deleted it, whatever. We're talking years later here. But looking back on it all, and then even these most recent shutdowns, they're still doing it to me. They just couldn't let it go, even though I let it go. I wasn't doing this for a living anymore. I was hardly getting any views. What is wrong with you people? You can't even be happy when you've won. You still want more. Okay, I hear you. Again, I should have been able to make those choices. I should have been free to broadcast on YouTube, Vimeo, TikTok, Facebook, etc. My business would have grown. We all know this. That's why they had to go to these lengths to shut me down. If they didn't think, oh shit, this guy might become big time or a star, they just let it go on. If they saw no traction, they let it go on. This is how scared they are of me, people, and Your Honor. TikTok, my largest video got 1,500 views, and they panicked like a motherfucker. How do I know they panicked like a motherfucker? They didn't say anything I violated, not one policy, not one thing. I just got one message from TikTok. Not an email, just one message. Shut down for violation of too many community guidelines. Wow, I've been there a month. What did I violate? Oh, we're not telling you any of that. And there's no way to contact us. There's just a comment sheet with 5 comments you can pick. I feel like I've been wrongly shut down or whatever. You can just hit a button and send that in. Oh, that's a real fair process, right, Your Honor? Gone forever. No appeals, no strikes, just gone. And you're all going to sit here and tell me that no one made that happen. No third party was involved in that. I'm sorry, Your Honor. None of us are that stupid. Even though you'd like us all to be. We're not that stupid. And it's ridiculous at this point that a video gets 1,500 views. A parody type video of me doing a British accent. One of some of my finest acting. He's getting traction. It wasn't about the subject matter. It was about the, oh shit, he's getting traction. This is a dude that could go viral in 3 seconds. They have to nip that in the bud. That's why they did it. That's all. Not because of what was in those latest 2 videos I did that had nothing to do with it. They said, oh shit, this guy knows this game. He's going to get big in no time on this website. We need to shut it down. Oh, look what he did on YouTube because someone let him know. Guarantee third party was involved in that decision. Anyway, back to the fucking point again. Sorry, Your Honor, I digress. That's what these videos are for as well. They're for you and for me. And my audience. again, I should have been able to make the choice. I should have been allowed to broadcast on all these websites, and people intentionally, maliciously stopped me, basically destroying my business. Where even if in its infancy it made enough to live on, survive on. That's a business, baby. If you can live on it, pay your office rent space, your live space, you know what I mean? And run and operate this, that's a business. I mean, selling lemonade on the corner is a business too, but you ain't gonna make no real money at that. Broadcasting, same thing Hannity does, same thing anybody does. Broadcasting, making money at broadcasting. I was also running an investigation, but that's secondary. At the very basic level, it's broadcasting. That's what you took away from me, a career in broadcasting. By your shutdowns, accusations, lies about me, defamation, talking to companies here, and others, and third parties. That's what you've taken. Those are the damages. Who knows how big it could have gotten you? You people are all scared. You've been scared since I started. All of you. All the parties I've named. You obviously saw, oh shit, this could blow it did blow up. To a degree. Then it could have blew up to the next level. We all know where it was going. That's why it had to be so mercilessly shut down. So maliciously, so intentionally. We gotta stop this guy before he gets too big. Because once that happens, it's too late. That's why right from the beginning, and still today, 7 years later, man, I'm that much of a threat to who? To who? I'm a guy that talks on camera. Who am I a threat to? So I should have been given the choice, and there's still the little issue of defamation of me by labeling me a scammer, third parties and companies. There's a little issue of conspiring with third parties to shut me down immediately, without strikes, without appeals, without anything. Just someone calls up, someone sends a message, someone calls a lawyer, they contact a website, and it's over. Yeah, that's not fair. And I didn't say I was glad about any of that. So now everyone knows, the lawyers on the other side, everyone is going to present something like that. That the real reason why I was glad that stuff is gone, and I probably would have made it gone myself, because the newer videos are better. I'm better at it. At broadcasting. I was a novice at broadcasting when I first started, right before the Cornell thing. I admit that. Just wanted to throw my hat in the ring, see if I could make it in the game of social media as a broadcaster. Simple. I'm not a threat to anyone, and there's no reason, no legitimate reason that all these shutdowns should have happened. Maybe maybe a video here and there, they were justified and taken down. Whole channels, never justified. I can't see any legitimate reason, again, when adjudicated defamers and rapists are on this website under the guise of public interest. Yeah, that don't work for me. If I had a defamation judgment against me, all right, I can see websites saying, fuck this guy. He had to pay $1 million of defamation because he defamed someone intentionally, maliciously. Okay, you got an argument there. That's not me, though. No lawsuits whatsoever. No criminal charges ever. So that's what you're dealing with. So the bullshit don't work on me. The bullshit, oh, he has a judgment here, or a judgment there, or this charge or that charge, or no, nothing. Only charges I got are from websites that magically just find me. So again, I should have been given the choice, as it was my business, to take down what I wanted to take down. I should have been given the option to broadcast. I'm not a threat to anyone, and everyone knows this, despite any attempts to paint me that way. I never asked to be called scammer. I never asked this website to allow a vicious trolling campaign to sexually harass women, harass me, tell lies about me. Faceless anonymous people on the internet that YouTube let operate day after day, and despite complaints, don't even try and tell me there were no complaints. There were plenty of complaints. You wanted to let it play out. You wanted the publicist to have her fun with my business. Again, you people chose all these things. I didn't choose them for you. You damaged someone's business intentionally, maliciously, and you allowed people to be harassed on your website. You knew what was going on. Don't pretend like you didn't. Of course you knew. You're the gods of the internet, right? You're the god of video platforms, right? You guys are all-knowing, all-seeing, right? That's what you would say in court, I bet. Except when I point out that adjudicated rapists and defamers don't get taken down, I do. Or people that call me rapists without using theory, allegedly anything, as a mouthpiece for others, they don't get taken down, I do. That's the only time where you'll come with the excuse, well, we can't see everything. You can see everything I do, magically. Why can't you see everything that everyone does? You've sure seen everything I do. I mean, you even had to make up a lie that, people aren't complaining. I know they are. I know who I'm dealing with. All parties, all third parties outside this website. I know who I'm dealing with. I know they'll never stop. You do too. Anyway, it should have been my choice. A video here or there, okay, I can see being taken down. That's fair. Okay? Taking whole channels down, ruining my business by calling me a scammer. I'm sorry, those are things that, require court action. Because no website's ever just going to hand me all the thousands of dollars I lost. No estate is ever just going to hand me the thousands of dollars I lost. No stalker, crazy person is just going to hand me the thousands of dollars I lost. That was the literal intent of it all, to make sure as a business it was not viable. And my reputation, destroying my reputation, was part of that process. Because, everyone online's a scammer, right, Your Honor? No, that's not true. I'm one of the few that's not a scammer, and I will not say anything for money. If I was going to say anything for money, it would be Pizzagate all day, every day, and wherever that leads. If I was willing to say anything for money, that's an easy cherry you can pick right off the tree. I probably would have been a millionaire in a couple years, Your Honor, if I went that route, and I knew that route before I started. I waited out. I could be a liar and make a lot of money, and a scammer, and just say what people want to hear based on internet rumors and Russian ops. Or I could go the honest route and talk about things I care about, even though I might not get 1 million views. I might get 100. And then the Cornell thing happened, and the rest of the story. But again, the point of this, I didn't ask for all the other things. I didn't ask for thugs to be sent, FBI to be called, trolling campaigns deployed on the website that the website enabled and allowed, harassment and stalking of people. I've talked at length on video about the people that stalk me. They're still stalking me to this day. They're using robocalls, fake phone numbers via an app that covers up your phone number. They're calling family members. It's still going on. I've talked to it at length. Yet this website knows what accounts they use. They know the IP addresses. They know the locations. They know what a trolling account looks like. They just don't care. They allow it to go on. But if I dare say their names on camera or describe them in any detail to expose it, because that's the only way you get rid of criminal activity and stalking that's coming after you, is by exposing it. You see the results of what I exposed. Look where we're at. Look at all the videos I did. You know the story. A lot of things come at you when you do that. Obviously, I'm living proof of it. Anyway, it's still ongoing, and it's serious, and all the websites have heard me at length talk about it on video. Yet when these same people make complaints, they're taking my vids down. And what are you doing, in essence, websites? You're enabling stalking of me. I know that's not a big deal to you, because you've wanted me gone. You've wanted me gone forever. It's a big deal to me, and maybe that has to be included as well in the whole suit. Maybe I'm being too thin with it. It's very broad, actually, what's been done to me by all parties involved. I got people that have spent years of their life becoming more effective stalkers to get to me. Real sickness, Your Honor, real illness, real dangerous people. Using robocalls and fake phone numbers to contact me all the time, my girlfriend and her family. This is the level of stalking we're at now. I mean, it's just, they're so desperate to keep their name out of it, but they just want to let you know we're still stalking you. They just want to let you know. It's depraved. It's sick. We're talking mental institution kind of stuff. We're talking movies that we've all seen. This level of crazy. And you think that level of crazy don't exist in the world? I learned it when I was a young man. That what you see on soap operas, yeah, there's really people like that. What you see in movies, the crazy shit people do, yeah, there's really people like that. That shit's real. It ain't just in the movies or in the soap operas. These psychos are out there, and they're all over the places. On some of the highest positions in society, and the lowest, and in between. They're out there. I think I've proven that as well by the stories I've told you. And that's the thing. I've always tried to tell my audience everything. But all these websites, again, when I go into detail and try and expose these people that are literally stalking me on the very websites. The websites know this is going on. I don't care what they say. Yet when I expose it, they take me down, Your Honor. Again, I don't robocall people. I don't use apps to hide my phone number. I'm not taking a college course on how to be a better stalker. And the estate too. What do you call sending thugs, FBI, and a trolling campaign to sexually harass women? What would you call that? Stalking, terrorizing? That's what it is. I got the same thing from those people, just in a different way. Did the same thing to me in every way they could. Every way they could get to me and keep their name away from it. Same as these people that are continue to stalk me to this day. And that's where they learned from. This evil that I somehow ran into that surrounded Chris Cornell's life, Your Honor. It has rubbed off on a lot of people. The example was set by the people of the estate. They were the original example that people ran with. That it's okay to destroy Nick's business with lies, defamation, stalking, harassment, terror. People ran with that idea. A very nasty, let's call it spirit, if you will, has rubbed off on a lot of people, beginning with that estate. The example they set with their little trolling campaign and effort to ruin me, that YouTube was all too happy to let continue on a daily basis. Harassment and stalking of women with sexual comments, etc. YouTube could care less. They were too busy taking my vids and channels down, Your Honor. That was important. Not actual users of their website being stalked, harassed, terrorized, sexualized by comments, inappropriate comments. I don't know what to say. Again, you guys all chose this path. And I know you'll all call me crazy and say none of this ever happened, but people witnessed it. I don't know what to tell you on that front either. There was an audience watching all these things you people did. And I shared every bit of it with them when you would let me. Yeah, it's undeniable. I don't know what to say to you people. So one more time, the point of this video was I should have been allowed, since it was my business, to make those decisions. I wasn't asking to be a commercial partner with YouTube. I was just doing my own thing. Now all of a sudden that's not allowed, specifically with me. Never was allowed. I mean, the defamation as well. It never was allowed, I guess. That first shutdown was the end of it all, honestly. It was never the same after that, and that's only this website's fault and third parties that lied. And estates that ran trolling campaigns, etc. So I should have been given the choice. This website had no right to ruin my business, take entire channels down. The other websites had no right to just immediately shut me down. It's not fair. The playing field isn't even, Your Honor, and intentional damage was done to my business. And I never said I was glad they called me a scammer. I never said I was glad my audience was harassed and stalked and sexualized and by millionaires. I never said it. I was glad that people called me a rapist, and this website could care less. I never said I was glad. Every parody video of me, YouTube never even considered taking any of it down. And I don't care about parody personally, but, you know, again, if you're going to take... If I hurt someone's feelings with a video, according to you people, what about when my feelings might be hurt? Hey, you don't care about that. I know. Anyway, I should have been given the choice, and just because I say things like, I'm glad those vids are gone, and I couldn't tell you the truth at the time, that doesn't mean I deserved, or what they did to me was right, or fair, or even legal. So I still have damages. Big damages. And everyone knows it. And I'd like to just settle up and move on. But I know none of you will let me do that. You'll want to take the long road. I know. That's what I expect. I'm not stupid. I think you all know that by now. Have a good day.